Joel Kariuki, his company SPL does import components for fertilizer. He was summoned while he was rallying at Safari rally in Naivasha by the police. We did engage the police and said that we will bring him after the rally. Immediately after the rally, we went to court and obtained a court order to stop any form of police harassment. Today, we were summoned to come here. We came, but the police are engaged in an operation outside. So we have agreed with the police that we'll present him on Monday. The allegations that he was given government subsidy. The truth of the matter is that his company has never been given a penny of government taxes in form of subsidy. This is a businessman who runs his business purely on his commercial basis. The government and the police, and he has been summoned to Parliament, that he was given a subsidy. Today, he's here saying he's never been given a penny. And we have asked the police to give us any evidence that he was given subsidy. Number two, he has an agency with the National Cereals Board, where his products that have been licensed by KEPS, by all the agencies of government, pass there, and the National Cereals Board gets a commission out of it. Today, this businessman runs almost 3/4 of the income National Cereals Board has generated for the last 3 years. It was his product. National Cereals Board had died. Had he not come in to produce and have that agency, they couldn't be running on a profitable position. So he has nothing to hide. He's here. We are waiting for the police. We shall also go to Parliament and show that all he has is genuine. The government wants to turn the story, the fake fertilizer, by cartels who are fake. They want to use genuine Kenyan businessmen to deflect the real issue that who gave the fake fertilizer. Mr. Cliff can add on one or two things over that.
You want this businessman to be able to certify you that he has not done any wrong. Please confront us with the allegations straight. Let us have the paper trail you're talking about. Let us have the documentation that you are having so that he can be able to know what to answer. This throwing around of words and spreading words so that we have a public relations exercise is damaging businesses of people. This gentleman has done no wrong. And you can see quite clearly he has presented himself here. The police have no problem with him right now. And that is why they have told us to be able to come back on a later date, which is Monday, so that we can be able to substantiate that. And also, apart from that, he's supposed to also appear in Parliament on Tuesday. So, really, if this man was doing anything wrong, then it was going to be a problem.
All right, thank you so much.
Kariuki from SPL, the director of SPL Manufacturers. And the company I started in 2022, where I had an agency contract with NCPB, and again I had another contract with KFA and other agrovets. And since then, I'm the one who have been paying NCPB. I'm the same person who have been paying KFA and other agrovets. I've been doing that. So when I heard that I've been receiving money from subsidy, that's not the right thing. I've been paying the government, I've been paying the parastatal, and we have been doing clean business from them. And in 2023, before that, I used to work through diatomite. And then from there, I decided I need my own license in 2023. So I applied the license through KEBS. They went to the factory, they took a sample, and they asked me to send something called methodology of whatever I was doing. I have everything on WhatsApp. I did send them what I was doing, and they came back, and they said, you can start your business. And that's how I started. It was only the other day, Alan Nami came to me and said, I'm doing an investigation about the fertilizer. So I told him it would be better, and I have all the clips because I was recording, whatever he was doing. It would be better, I'll give you like 400 farmers. You go and see them, talk to them, because you cannot be one-sided like two people, and then you tell the whole world, like the fertilizer, it's not working. And again, I've been having problems with cabs. The problem I've been having in cabs, I told them I do organic silk, and it's 70%. And what they load organic only. But I told them it's silk organic. So I don't know what have been happening, but I have done all those things. They passed the fertilizer. I've been selling for the last 2 years. No farmer, even at National Cereal Board, have complained to us. And at the same time, I asked him, why don't you give me the list of the farmers who have complained? He never did that. The moment I asked him, is it possible you can go and see the farmers? He said, unless I pay. So why should I pay? Did the other farmers pay? So I was gobsmacked when he was telling me, you have to pay. From there, I went to court that day when he did the interview, and I stopped him. And I had an order for that. He should not broadcast. But I don't know what he was rushing, because I refused to do whatever he told me to do. And he was rushing to show the people that the fertilizer was all fake and all those things. Well, we had an order. He should not broadcast whatever he did. So we know, and I know, there's a lot of people there, they're not happy, whatever I'm doing. And that's why we call our company SPL Innovate. We have been innovating new things, and they're not happy about that. And they are just putting all the blame on SPL, which is not right. We have had other companies, who have been selling soil and all that, but they're not talking about it. What they're talking about, they're just talking about SPL.
Of the police wanting to have some investigations done of the fake fertilizer. And we are not saying that there is no fake fertilizer out there. There is, of course, because of the news that we are getting from all quarters that farmers are crying about the product that has been rolled out to them. But for this particular one, we are saying it's about business rivalry. That competition is the one that has made them to now point their guns to as a director of SPL, so that perhaps they can have something, somebody to cling on to say that this is the person we are blaming for the rollout of the fake fertilizer that is out there. So we will be here again on Monday with the investigative agencies, that is the personnel who had asked that we come over here today. But because of one reason or the other, they have other engagements. So we'll be coming back on Monday in the afternoon or any other time that they'll tell us to come by, so that we can be able to shed light on what our client has and what he knows about it, because every other safeguard that is required to have been undertaken was complied with, and that is the more reason why he was given the license to roll out the product and sell it out. For 2 years, he has had this business, as rightly put it. And those 2 years that he has been in operation, there has never been a complaint of the magnitude that we are seeing now. In fact, all of us come from, agricultural zones, and we hear people, we hear parents saying the fertilizer that has been rolled out to them is not right. But who is the source? There is a paper trail of the person or the personnel that supplied the fertilizer to the godowns of NCPP, because ours has been giving out fertilizer that is okay, that has passed the tests. So it is KEBS, which is a government authority that is supposed to now evaluate and say which is this that is being rolled out there, which is not meeting the standards. So we'll be here even on Monday, as I've already put it, and even on Tuesday we shall be going to Parliament. The Agriculture Committee wants also to investigate and get to know the bottom of these issues, so that we can be able to shed light and let the culprits, the proper culprits, be, face the law, and not Kariuki. Kariuki is doing clean business, and that is the more reason why he's out here. He's not been arrested. I mean, even if he was arrested, there is the presumption of innocence, and we are not saying that he is the one who has rolled out this fake fertilizer to the farmers out there. So please, SPL Innovate is a company which is innovative in its affairs, in the rollout of its affairs. So we ask and urge the investigative agencies to point their arms onto the person, the culprit, the real culprits who are rolling out these fake products. Because if they don't get to this, it means the bread basket of this country is going to be affected. We are not going to have food for people to feed on, because If this is allowed to proceed and they run to an innocent person, then it means those guys up in the ground, up in the villages and the fields, are not going to get the harvest, which is going to sustain the population of this republic. Thank you.
The proprietor and director, Silica Booster Limited, the company at the center of the controversy that has, which is premised on falsehood, and people are propagating it without getting the real picture and what is happening. Now, our client has honored summons by the DCI to appear before the officers today here. However, we've been asked to come back on Monday, which we will do. You will note from what has been happening that our client is a law-abiding citizen who is keen on coming clean against or in the backdrop of all who want to soil the progress that the company has made for the last 2 years, and that he is being used. These are diversionary tactic from what actually is happening. Whatever is happening is that those who are selling fake fertilizers out there are known, and it is not our client. The government has a long arm. That our client is free today speaks volumes about what is being, what the truth is. And all that is happening is a campaign to deflect the reality on what exactly it is to somebody else by just doing propaganda. We want to beseech our government and all entities, the Minister of Agriculture and all actors within the regulation and CABs, to rein in on the exact culprits, because so many people are suffering out there. It is not right. It is extremely wrong for the government to focus its guns on people who are not law-abiding citizens who are doing clean businesses and who are contributing towards the progress of the country and sustainability of the food basket in the country.
Is bleeding. For them to try and clean up their image, somebody must be blamed. Fingers must be pointed. And you look at the weakest link, and you tend to think that this is the person that we can point at and get away clean. At this particular moment, what the government should be doing is to do a cleanup process, go to where these fertilizers are, find out from those farmers who sold this fertilizer to you, who brought it to you, because paper trail must be there. When we are asking that, can you bring any of those farmers so that they can be able to point a finger at John and nobody comes out, you see clearly what it means then. That somebody was just going to be blamed so that some image somewhere can be cleared. But if these are the games they want to play, let the games begin. We are ready for it.
Kwamba mwanabiashara ambaye ni client wetu John Karuki aliweza kuitwa na simu na polisi aje aweze kuandikisha statement kuhusiana na fertilizer gushi. Hangeweza kuwa sababu wakati alikuwa anashiriki katika mashindano ya safari rally. Kisha akaambiwa aje leo. Tumemleta leo kwa sababu yeye ni mwanabiashara ambaye hana chochote cha kuficha. Tumejiami na stakabadhi za KEBS ambazo zinaidhinisha mbolea yake kwamba ni mbolea ambayo imepita kiwango, imekubaliwa na KEBS kuwa katika soko ili wakulima waweze kupata ile mbolea. Tumejiami na laboratory tests za kuonyesha kwamba mbolea yake imepita mitihani yote, standard zile serikali imeweza kuweka. Kwa hivyo tumefika hapa, lakini polisi wametobia, wamepewa kazi nyingine. Tutarudi siku ya Jumatatu. Je, masuala matatu ambayo yanaibuka ni moja. Nani ambaye aliweza kuleta fertilizer mbolea gushi na akauzia wa Kenya? Serikali inajaribu juu chini, vile Cliff alivyosema, kutoa ukweli bali upo na kuwekelea Kariuki kwamba mbolea yake ndio hiyo gushi. Swala la pili ambalo tutauliza ile asasi za serikali ni kwamba Huyu amejileta, ameitwa bunge. Tutakwenda bungeni kukutana na wabunge siku ya Jumanne. Tutawapa pia stakabadhi za kuonyesha kwamba mbolea yake haina shida. 3, kati ya wale ambao anapeana mbolea taifa zima, zaidi ya wakulima milioni 5, hakuna hata mmoja ambaye amelalamika kwamba mbolea yake ina shida. Na tunaambia serikali na vyombo vya habari kwamba yeye ako tayari kupeana listi ya wale wakulima ambao wanatumia mbolea yake taifa zima, na vyombo vya habari viweze kwenda pale na kuangazia na kupiga darubini na kuona kwamba je, mbolea yake ni gushi ama mbolea yake si gushi. Mwisho, jana serikali imetoa orodha ya ile kampuni ambazo ziliweza kupeana mbolea gushi. Kampuni ile imetolewa moja si yake. Kampuni yake ni SPL. Ile kampuni ambayo serikali imepeana ni KEL, sio yake. Kwa hivyo lazima tutofautishe kampuni yake na product yake ya kutoka kampuni maarufu SPL na ile kampuni ya KEL ambayo serikali imesema kwamba ndiyo ambayo imenyang'anywa leseni. Mwisho, vita hivi anavyopiwa huyu kijana ni vita vya kibiashara. Mabwenyenye waliokuwa wamekalia biashara za fertilizer kwa miaka nenda miaka rudi hawafurahii vile kampuni yake kwa miaka 3 imeweza kufanya utafiti mkubwa na kuweza kupenyeza ile fertilizer zake kwa wananchi. Wananchi wamependa fertilizer yake. Hii imeghadhabisha yale makampuni makubwa, wale matapeli wakubwa, ndiposa sasa wamehongana kabisa kuhakikisha kwamba kampuni yake na vijana kama hawa, mahasla kama hawa lazima waangamie. Kwa hivyo tunaomba serikali iweze kulinda wanabiashara wa local investors kama hawa waweze kufanya biashara, na kama product yake ni sawa, hakuna chochote kitakachomzuia. Sisi kama mawakili wake tuko tayari kupambana na wale ambao wanajaribu kuangamiza biashara zake. Sisi tuko tayari sababu katiba inamtetea yeyote anayefanya biashara safi, na ndiposa amekuja hapa. Asanteni kwa yale ambayo wanahabari wameweza kupeperusha.
Next course of action.